Hello, this is Kimo's guide on how to play TF2 on a controller mouse hybrid. That means that you'll be playing movement on your left hand and you'll be aiming with your right hand. That is for people who do have hand problems like me and we cannot use the keyboard because of whatever situation you have. Now my situation is a bit slightly different perhaps because my hands are not very stable, so I cannot, for example, have this button available for anything because my hands might accidentally, twitch and then click the button. I used to use this button for jumping, but I ended up accidentally jumping all the time, and then I removed that. It does nothing now. I experimented with a lot of different things using the controller, and I found a configurations that I find doable for now. I'll start by going over the controller controls. So let's go here. Now this is my config I have for the controller, 360 controller config. I'm sure you can put in your auto configuration, but I just, every time I open TF2, I just type execute 360 controller, and then it's there. The actual controls are down here, and then we have other, smaller stuff up here. But let's go through it. Obviously, you have no, you can't see my camera. Obviously, you can you're gonna move with the analog stick. Then we have the D-pad for various things. Left D-pad is calling medic because it's gonna be near your finger, so you can always call medic. I sadly can't move and call medic at the same time. That's just too bad. Down and right, the less common use ones, but it's like switching team and class. Oh, yeah. And we have up, which is sadly completely useless. It is the engineer century building D-pad thing. It is this engineer's building part, but it doesn't work at all. It's the same with it's the same for spy disguise, but it doesn't work. So if you want to play with your controller, you cannot play Inji or spy. Like, those classes are just completely useless. And last we have the trigger, which is switching to melee, and it's pretty much it for the controller. No, of course not. We also have back button as the as tap. It's sometimes useful. That's it for the controller. Now we also have the mouse. I have everything on the mouse. Obviously you shoot with mouse 1, but to switch weapons you have to use scroll wheel now. I'm not a big fan of it, but hey, that's what you gotta do. You also have to attack 2, you middle click, which is a pain. Because if you want to play, for example, Demo Man, and using stickies, you have to shoot and then detonate with the middle mouse button. Since now I'm jumping with right click, and right click is going to be jump crouch script, because I can't crouch myself. I had to use this script instead. This means that you can't just crouch on your own volition. I can't just crouch right now. I have to jump, hold the button down before I can crouch. And if you play Demo Man with all these 3 buttons, it's fine if you maybe have use 3 fingers on your mouse. I don't know what madman does that. For the rest of us, we just have to either not be able to shoot or not be able to jump while detonating. And it's just don't play Demo Man. Now, for things that are great about using controller, yeah, that's about it. Now for the downsides, rocket jumping, it's a pain. Like it's awful. There's nothing great about it. You can't really rocket jump anymore. It's because strafing is gotten so much harder. Like, no matter how much I try to strafe, it's not working. I'm sure you could learn it, but it's not going to be as fun. So you're just going to sit with a strafeless soldier. You also won't be able to surf quite normally. Just strafing in general is really hard. Movement is generally really hard. Like, if you go to, like, if you want to play a controller, you can't really, it's not very easy to be too precise anymore. Like, I want to jump on this, for fuck's sake. On controller, it's not very easy to be precise with your movement anymore. Like, I want to jump up there, I can't. Never mind. Look, it's not that easy to be precise with controller anymore. Also, if your hand does have problems, it might twitch a little, which doesn't make it easier. I've been playing with this lineup. Sorry, I've been playing with these controls since 2021, and it's not been good. In fact, it's been pretty bad. You pretty much lose all your skill. your aim and movement, if you can separate them completely, like as they are completely independent of each other, you'll be fine. Now, if you are like the rest of us, movement does impact your aim, and you'll just play worse pretty much. And that's how you play TF2 on a controller. If you end up having hand problems on your left hand, this is how you can do it. It's better than not playing TF2. Now good luck to the rest of you.